When Blueface's own aunt finally stepped in after months of silence, what she said to Chrisean Rock shocked the internet. Christians were startled by the unadulterated truth. There was no shouting or clout. You keep fighting for a man who treats you like a hobby, baby. That isn't love. That's survival. Boom. Chrissy, who is famous for her fire, fury, and ride-or-die dedication, simply stood there staring as the room became dead. According to family gathering insiders, this was long overdue, unplanned, and not contrived. After giving me a nod, she said something unexpected that I needed to hear. The moment Blueface walked in, his face was priceless because what transpired was a fight so unfiltered and untidy that fans are calling it the real season finale of their toxic romance. Since this is a real-time spiritual intervention rather than gossip, the finest part is to remain locked in. You have to go all the way back to the beginning of the turmoil that is Blueface and Chrisean Rock in order to comprehend why Blueface's aunt provided the vocal wake-up call that was extensively circulated online. A public circus. A multi-season social media soap opera sponsored by anguish, fueled by disorder, and drenched in unresolved trauma. It was more than just a bad relationship. Blueface's relatives, particularly his aunt, said nothing at all. She saw watched Chrisean defend Blueface after losing her tooth, watched Chrisean get arrested several times because of him, watched her nephew attack her on Instagram, watched Chrisean attack his own mother and didn't tweet like shady posts or go live. Blueface had a live public laugh with a new woman backstage at a Zeus event. She stated, "That girl is broken and you're all out here laughing like it's cute. I've never seen her that angry before, so what did she do?" She waited for the family cookout, a small backyard gathering in San Fernando, without cameras or media, just ribs, music, and one broken woman trying to hold it together. Chris E showed up late, without lashes or an entourage, just her and her baby, who was passed off as the aunt for a moment of peace. That's when the aunt made her move. She sat next to her quietly, purposefully, without yelling or embarrassing her, and said calmly, "You know what hurts the most?" That's now gone viral in every caption and TikTok audio. "You're fighting to matter in a place you were only meant to survive," the aunt said, leaning forward at that moment. Boom, that's when the tears flowed. Witnesses said that Chrisean froze and whispered back, "I'm not sure how to stop." Chrisean sobbed at the folding table next to the potato salad, rather than yelling or throwing her hands. The aunt said she was finally awakened by the unadulterated human breakdown. The irony is that this aunt observed Blueface's ascent and decline into poison, helped finance his early songs, babysat him, and reared him while his mother wasn't there. Family sources claim that she blames herself for failing to monitor him when his celebrity began to change him. You deserve to be someone's piece, not their PR stunt. She was calling Blueface out through her, not just talking to her, and that's when Blueface came in. She turned to Chrisean after realizing that she had let Chrisean continue chasing a man who only knew how to break her. "Here you all go with that," he said, looking at the two women wearing big sunglasses and a Hennessy-scented attitude. The aunt stood up, looked him in the eye, and said, "You have a woman carrying your name, your child, and your trauma. You either become a man or stay a headline." She left without any drama or conflict, but the impact was immediate. Chrisean sat there in silence, didn't tweet a Bible verse, didn't take a selfie, and didn't chase Blueface. The next day, she unfollowed Blueface on Instagram to give it some thought. Blueface's aunt leaned in and said to Chrisean, "You're not hard to love. He's just too damaged to see it." The blog went viral online, and fans who had been calling for her to leave started whispering, was this the moment that finally changed her? It seems that sometimes it only takes one woman who has seen it all to break the cycle. Granny apparently recorded the 46-second clip on a phone from behind a tree. It was meant to stay in the backyard and be discussed quietly, but by the next morning, it was widely shared online. Boom. This is the first time we've seen Chrisean this vulnerable on TikTok, and as the internet embraced the moment, Blueface exploded. He posted a now-deleted Instagram story at 10:07 a.m. at the Shadroom. Shared it a few hours later with the caption, "Blueface's aunt checks Chrisean Rock at Hollywood Unlocked," reposted it with, "Do you all actually now record? The cookouts with my family? So we're going that way? You all act so phony." It was an ambush as indicated by the asterisk. Now, when moms were attempting to pimp me, you weren't giving me advice, therapist. Yes, in order to undermine his aunt, he went there and revealed family secrets. Fans were appalled rather than giving any thought to her statement, and neither Chrisean nor the aunt spoke. Blueface wasn't done though, since he went on to publish another article, this time about Christian girl who had been begging for attention ever since I first met her. You guys really wanted me to be the antagonist, but she was acting like I wasn't the only person who took her in while she was homeless. Fans discovered the timestamp right after the aunt moment at the barbecue, following the clown's asterisk. And the plot suddenly changed course. Is the entire internet being gaslighted by Blueface? She kept texting him, asking if she was addicted to pain while crying throughout the picnic. The irony is that the video wasn't shared by a Christian. Yet this man nonetheless exploited her vulnerability in a repulsive manner. With the title, "This Needed to Be Seen," an unknown TikTok account at Real Tech From Tree wrote, "I won't leave him until I hear it from more than just fans." However, users spotted something more as the camera slanted an unsteady hand and the faint sound of the baby's grandma, a reserved relative on Christian's side, apparently filmed it after viewing too much pain and silence, according to a TikTok investigator. The real drama started here, though, when Christian tweeted the single word "enough" without a caption, tags, or emojis after all the confusion, embarrassment, and criticism. The next day, it garnered 1.4 million views. Someone was silently sobbing. In the background, there were rumors that it was a movie made by her own cousin. After responding with a laughing emoji for 2 hours, Blueface took it down. The aunt then made the most surprising move to date by going live on Instagram Live for the first time. Fans dubbed it the most authentic Instagram Live of 2025 after she said, "I didn't record it, I didn't leak it, but I'll say it again to her face, to his face, to your mama's face. Christian is a good woman caught in bad love, and my nephew needs therapy, not another verse." Before the live ended, she added, "Blood doesn't make you right." The clip was instantly stitched into thousands of fan edits. And that's where it gets crazy. At 9:04 p.m., just hours after Blueface's aunt's viral live, Mama Blueface went live herself, and boy, did she not hold back. If you thought the cookout clip was messy, or if you thought Blueface's Instagram rant was toxic, you were prepared for Blueface's mother, who appeared on camera with a ring light, blinding lashes. And the caption, "Y'all wanna talk truth? Let's talk truth in 447. You advised Chrissy while Blue slept in his car, but you were too afraid to offer guidance to your own son." She was calling her sister a phony deep, and the chat was getting out of control, with comments coming in faster than the broadcast could load. Is this Instagram Live or Zeus TV? She was venting about the whole family, but it wasn't simply a diatribe. Halfway through the live stream, she made a revelation. "My son's the problem, but who kept chasing him?" was her first reprimand directed at Christian. Let's face it, Christian isn't the only one who is broken, but you don't see what he's been through when you're raised in dysfunction. You confuse control with love. Yeah, but wait, did Blueface's own mother just admit that she planted the seed that grew into his toxicity? Yes, she did, and the silence that followed was chilling. "I taught my son to survive, but I didn't teach him how to love, and now you're calling him a monster." The conversation swiftly shifted from clown to crying emojis, and just as people were starting to feel sorry for her, she flipped once more, claiming that the aunt went viral because she wanted her OWN. According to the episode, she wouldn't be surprised if Chris installed the camera herself and the cookout was a setup. "Y'all love the drama," she said in a whisper, her eyes welling with tears. "But none of you really want healing, not even her." Fans instantly sided with Anne as the internet abruptly divided into TWWA. She didn't take advantage of Chrissy and provided her the love and clarity that no one else could. She didn't take advantage of Chrissy. Instead, she shielded her in that instant. Mama, that wasn't a retort. It was a plea for healing. She's not standing up for Blueface. She is not standing up for Blueface. Blueface. Chrisean Rock stayed silent until midnight, when she shared a single black and white video of herself holding her son while Sis Special played in the background, captioning it, "Don't need sides, just peace." The memes then surfaced, including split-screen edits of Aunt versus Mama that resembled the Blueface family feud, the therapy special, and the network parody trailers for the Infinity War Zoo. A single tweet said, "At this point I need Jada Pinkett Smith to moderate a red table talk with the whole family and Jesus the co-host." As if that weren't enough, Blueface exposes his texts at 12:46 a.m. after mic drops. Using screen grabs of text messages that his aunt allegedly sent him in the days leading up to the barbecue, Blueface made another appearance. Fans were divided on this one. Some viewed it as proof that the aunt had good intentions, while others called it emotional manipulation. One message read, "You know she isn't ready to walk away yet, but when she is, I'll be there." Another said, "You're still my nephew, but I'm ashamed of you right now." The most ridiculous aspect of all, though, is this: if you think this family's broken, just wait till the world hears what's been kept quiet. I heard that she used IT studio records to capture you guys during the Miami brawl. That was the last statement that rocked the timeline before she went off Instagram Live. Is a Christian audiophile on the horizon? Not only was the family conflict emotional, but I was also legally engaged, because if Christian had taped evidence of abuse and the aunt knew, then everything would be different and fans would be begging her to take it down. "Wait a minute," said Mama Blueface. In a matter of minutes, the hashtag drop the tape was trending globally, and fans began organizing their AMA in addition to begging Christian for a release. Complete timelines of Christian's most distressing public altercations with Blueface were re-edited and posted on Laser Reddit with titles such as, "This is what she meant when she said, I don't know how to stop. Look at her eyes." This 2-minute TikTok montage was never about love, but rather about survival. Sis earned 3 points. After receiving 1 million views in a single afternoon, viewers tagged the Zeus network, requesting that they take down all of the existing Blueface-related programs, make a spin-off with a Christian theme, and release a public statement admitting to the alleged abuse and gaslighting. Zeus said nothing, but fans took note of something important. The network's Instagram Reels link no longer featured any of the Blueface footage. Is the Zeus brand preparing for fallout, or is this just a coincidence? The heartbreaking Instagram story was met with comments from celebrities who said, "We all laughed at the drama, but what about the real girls breaking silently behind the memes? See you this summer, Christian." Walker wrote on Twitter, "Not the family turning on him now, girl. Walk. You got fans, not a warden." Cardi B, who's always kept it 100, hit with a spicy chili. Megan Good, who caused a stir, shared a snapshot of herself with Christian and wrote, "You don't have to stay where you were first, since you deserve peace, not a platform for pain. Proud of your growth, sis." Suddenly, the comment section became a form of group therapy, with women tagging their friends and men either supporting Blueface or doing some extremely quiet deleting. Supporters split in the TWWA fanbase and became a Warzone team. Chrisean. One particularly well-liked comment said, "You can love the music and still call out the man we did it with. We did it with R. Kelly." She needs therapy, not criticism from Team Blueface, because she knew what she was getting herself into. We've watched this girl fall apart for years, and sometimes the most impactful thing is an older person telling her, "You don't deserve this." Just because he isn't crying on stage doesn't mean you should change. An internal email from his PR team was leaked, and it said, "All affiliates should pause any upcoming collaborations pending clarification from the Family Division Plus." What makes Blueface exempt? Industry began to see Renan just when the fans thought it couldn't get any more real. Spotify removed Blueface from 2 major editorial playlists without saying a word. Rap Caviar gives the most necessary gifts. Blueface responded with a story captioned, "Y'all scared of a girl with 1 tooth and a ring light lol." As the industry hides and the streets watch, a new private Instagram account called Rock and Filtered has started posting blurry screen grabs from what appears to be studio surveillance footage. One image shows Chishin crying while another shows her holding a phone and facing away. Rumors of audio leaks equal unacceptable volatility. Translation: everyone is stepping back. There are rumors that an A-list rapper has been pulled from a joint track that was supposed to be released next week. A YouTube Originals documentary on Blueface's rise has been cancelled, and a sneaker collaboration is being shelved. No longer a rumor, the Miami fight tape is genuine. It started as rumors, a hazy screenshot, a private message breach, and a mysterious post from a burner account marked about rockunfiltered.com. In a late-night direct message leak that fans immediately scream captured, a close buddy of Christian's supposedly said it on-site on Tea Leaf. "Don't say we didn't warn you all, and what happens if that footage drops? a fan wrote. The hard drive was reportedly stored on an encrypted hard drive that belonged to Christian's older cousin, who reportedly said, "We're dropping it if he pushes her too far. We're not dropping it for clout." However, Blueface doesn't believe it's real. The hard drive was there during Christian and Blueface's notorious meltdown in Miami last year, when both sides remained silent on social media for 72 hours. Neighbors reported shouting and police were called. Yes, he went live again, shirtless, in his living room, smiling. There was a tape, and it would be available for a while. But Christian posted something at 3:33 a.m. Fans clearly understood that she was warning him, saying, "Keep talking and it's over. You guys keep talking about some mysterious movie, like it was a Marvel trailer. The cassette is authentic." She's giving him a final chance. At the same moment the barbecue video originally appeared, she uploaded a black screen to her Instagram story. "Y'all want peace? The leaked footage now, here's where it gets absolutely wild." One of the @Rock unfiltered burner accounts, Teach him to value silence, posted a silent 5-second video of what appears to be Christian sitting in a dark recording booth with her face swollen and whispering something to the camera. The video is muted, but a TikTok lip-reading expert believes she is saying this to prevent herself from lying to herself later. If this is accurate, it was emotional proof insurance against gaslighting, and fans who matched the background said the exact studio location matches an address in Miami linked to a former Blueface collaborator who recently unfollowed him and started liking Chrisean's posts. "We're not watching a breakup, but rather a woman collecting receipts to get her name back." Cliffhanger, the file names, this is where it gets even creepier. Late last night, one of the anonymous burner accounts posted an image that appeared to be a screenshot of a Mac Finder window, showing a file with the title rockbottom_finalov and a timestamp next to it, length 28 minutes and 7 seconds. Created April 14, 2024, modified 2 days ago. 28 minutes isn't a clip but rather a lengthy confession that might include phone recordings, uncut footage, and possibly even evidence of "keep my name out of your raps or it drops," is the caption for the post. The internet knows that this isn't a hoax, but after everything she's been through, this is the last straw. What will happen next? Will Christian release the video? Will Blueface eventually stop talking or retaliate? Will the aunt and mother ever speak again? Will Zeus cancel the series before the actual series leaks online? All we know is that the streets are watching, the labels are worried, and Christian is done telling the story. She's ready to do so the next time on Rock vs. Blue, the unfiltered truth. Will the tape be released live? The celebrities are secretly supporting Christian's media comeback. You saw it, you felt it, and now you have to decide whether Blueface was exposed or if this is just another toxic love episode. Did Christian finally find her voice, or is she just playing the game better than he ever could? More importantly, should she keep quiet or drop the tape? Did Blueface's aunt really play a part in this whole thing? Did his mother's death help or make things worse? Do you think the tape is real? What do you think is on it? Is Christian done, or will he be pulled into the drama again? When rockbottom_finalove drops, we'll be breaking it down frame by frame, analyzing the footage, connecting the receipts, and exposing everything. The mainstream media is too scared to say that this isn't gossip but rather survival. It's her voice, her truth, her revenge arc, and if you think this is over, you haven't been paying attention. The family has split, the fans have taken sides, and Christian is holding the detonator. Everything could breathe differently after uploading.